I'm Jim Ryan.
Okay, but where's Spider-Man? Oh yeah, this is it. Is that Craven? Is that the symbiote? Is that seamless Miles gameplay? We'll come back to all that. Yo, is that Lizard? I love this.
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Of course, that begs the question.
Oh, I really love this.
Why aren't you dead? You are but a brand.
Oh, I really love this.
We look forward to sharing more information.
No. This year's PlayStation Showcase, I'd put in the category of just okay. That is until the end, of course. Is that Sasuke?
Craven wants a hunt? I'll give him one he'll never forget! Shut up! What makes you think you know anything about it? You have no idea!
With the intro and opening of Helldivers and Fair Games, I just don't feel like those bring enough acclaim for the general audience. It looks fine, and for the people that like that, before an opening, I think you want to start with something bigger, like a new IP or even a sequel to one of your most beloved IPs. It's cool that Helldivers is moving to third person, but I think you get most people saying another bug game. Doesn't Xbox just have Grounded? And Fair Games, it's cool to get more heist games, but without a release date or even talks of a beta in your presentation, I don't know if anybody walks away even remembering that they talked about this. And looking at the whole broadcast, I don't know if those are anything to write home about. Talos Principle 2, Street Fighter 6, I'd even say Marathon, had even more hype trailers. In my opinion, the hypest trailer itself was Final Fantasy 16. For good reason. It's my game of the year already. That's my personal spoiler, but maybe I'm just trying to build controversy. But I don't need to see any more of it. I'm not quite sure you can show more of this game and get more people to buy it that isn't already buying it. I think I would have rather seen less of the game at this point. But you know what actually was a really great reveal? How did PlayStation manage to get the premiere gameplay for Assassin's Creed Mirage? It's actually kind of nuts, and it looks freaking good. Mainly because it looks like classic Assassin's Creed.
We will be watching.
Oh, that's good stuff. Is that an Asian guy?
Must be sushi night.
Hey, question. What's with all the masks and helmets? This game's Asian inspired. Surely it's just him wearing a hat.
Everyone wears a mask!
Come on! To be fair, I think there were a lot of cool things to see in the stream. Talos Principle 2, I think deservedly has hype. It's an awaited sequel to a puzzle game that is overshadowed by its huge and beautiful world. The environmental narrative and storytelling, and this unveiling, I think is going to bring many into the franchise. Phantom Blade Zero. I'm torn between, is this Neo inspired and it's not quite Souls-like, but maybe like Ninja Gaiden? I almost think it's too fluid. How much is actual reactionary button inputs? How much is QuickTime? A good action RPG is needed, and this looks to meet that expectation, and I'm fully expectant of some Guts and Berserk references. Okay, Sword of the Sea is not Journey 2, but it might as well be. It's pretty, and I gotta know, is Austin Wintory gonna be on this soundtrack? Okay, half these games are sequels and just say 2 at the end.
He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
I think some of the indies looked great here. Lucky Squire is in contention for Indie of the Year. It has a little bit of everything. While visually looking great and cute and fun, it looks creative and just a good time, and I need this in my life now. Cat Quest? Okay, Cat Quest is unironically very good. And Cat Quest Pirates of the Caribbean? Great name. Love that. Is looking just as fun in the same vein of Plucky Squire. Just fun, good times, different gameplay elements. Neva? Neva?
Never, never, never!
Looks like it's gonna make me cry, and I don't know what it is about these animals and death without dialogue, but you know, you just cry in them. I know Teardown was popular at one point on Steam, so it is nice to see some console representation, especially the new gen. Revenant Hill is in fact not Stray 2, but like cat gamers, cat girls, we all love cats. Are we gonna let them say cat girls like that?
Cat girls.
Ultros looks really cool. Yeah, the indies are looking great. Question about the term indie games. Does Spider-Man count as an indie?
Whoa. Hey, man. New threats?
The building's swarming with hunters.
You know, as I was writing the script and going over these games, I'm starting to realize this presentation wasn't bad. Like mid-video, I think I'm changing my mind in some of the script. The quality of some stuff is pretty dang good or unexpected but fun. It shows that there's a little bit for everyone, but not everything is for everyone. I think you can walk away finding something that you really liked in this presentation. The Metal Gear remake might be one of the most exciting things announced. It was rumored and leaked before this, but it's still cool to see it official and here. Depending if they're growing it from the ground up, I also think the little triangle and just saying Snake Eater, it makes me wonder if they want to branch off and make a new spin-off branching timeline without Kojima. Controversial, I know, but it could be interesting what they're thinking. The Alan Wake reveal was really good, and I know the fans of that game are going to be excited to finally get a new sequel. And I think the trailer was good enough to get a crowd that had always heard of the game be interested in trying it for the first time. They also secured the first gameplay look for Dragon's Dogma 2. I've never played it, and now I'm interested in playing the first one because every single person that's ever played it has told me, man, this game is a diamond in the rough. Capcom itself has been on a tear recently, especially with Resident Evil 4, and now they're dropping the VR version in this same showcase. But not only that, we got Street Fighter 6 trailer, which somehow is having the opposite effect of Final Fantasy 16. Whereas I keep seeing Final Fantasy 16 and say, all right, I'm good. Every time I see more Street Fighter 6, I am so much more excited for Street Fighter 6, and I do want to see more. They've managed to show two great titles, and even if they're not console exclusive, PlayStation showing and being the first place to showcase these games makes you feel like this is the place to play those games. Even the Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 reveal was a moment of meme, the jump scare itself being so on the nose and on brand that it felt good to see. But did y'all see Spider-Man?
I'm right behind you. We'll take it down together.
No time! I got you. Time to go boom, boys!
Oh, no! Spider-Man, it's got defenses!
Remember the helmet thing? There's also this synthwavy vibe. Okay, wait. Was that game just Splatoon? No, it's not. It's Foam Stars, which is Square Enix backed with Epic Games. But why did it take this long for somebody to say, wait, let's just make Splatoon not on Switch? Even the aesthetic is the exact same. The character designs, the whole vibe itself, it's in every way the same game for an audience that might not have a Switch but are interested in the Splatoon style territory gameplay. I think this could have an audience, and even if it doesn't hit in the West, I think it'll still be good in the East itself, in Japan, as Splatoon is one of their pillars. If it goes free to play, or the joke's gonna be that, you know, we report on the story 6 months later that this is going down and free-to-play games are dead. It has e-girls, how can it fail? And then what's left is why I wasn't quite sure how I felt of this showcase, some of these random or extras. Towers of Agaspa? I don't know how to say this, I'm really sorry. It's a Civ builder that looks pretty, but I know it can fall through the cracks, and so I need to see more of the game and maybe build more hype. Grand Blue Fantasy looks like if Dragon Quest took the style of the latest Tales of Arise Tales of game, but isn't this a fighting game series? And then at some point you're wondering, wait, is this Genshin Impact 2? Okay, wait, we have Tower Fantasy, the actual gacha game. But we have Honkai Star Rail now, so I don't know why you would even play this. So towards the end, you're hoping Spider-Man is going to get a long portion. You think it's only going to be an hour, and you're wondering, oh, what big IP or announcement they have. And then they go into this VR segment, which definitely alienates most of your crowd. Is this just VR Dead Island? We saw Resident Evil earlier, which was probably one of the more standout. We've all seen Beat Saber. I don't know if Queen actually makes me want to buy Beat Saber. I can't play VR. I get motion sickness. Crossfire is kind of cool, but I think we can find something better in normal video games that doesn't have to be VR. And Synapse, I think I would just throw up. On the other side of tech is their cloud-based handheld PlayStation Project Q coming later this year. It's not the Vita Prince. So we'll need reviews on why I should take this over, say, a Backbone, or just a Stream Deck or a Rogue Ally. And the earbuds are cool. They're no Raycons, and I have AirPods now, but the earbuds are cool. I don't think it's bad to cater to enthusiasts. I don't think these are bad products in general. I just think putting it towards the end where there's a lot of anticipation isn't really the best move. I guess they're trying to get eyes on it, but really I think you just do the opposite effect where people are like, what is this? Last tidbit, Bungie makes an appearance, if you recall that they were purchased last year, and they show two bangers. Marathon, which is one of their oldest classic games, but you might know it from its cameo in Red vs. Blue. You have to compare me to a character. I'm basically Church, and it's gonna be an extraction PvP game similar in the style of Escape from Tarkov. So to have a great company that's good at innovating, I think will be cool to see how they change the genre and bring it to more masses. Then we get the next Destiny 2 trailer, and it confuses everybody because it's not a spoiler, but at the same time, if you haven't been keeping up, or even if you have been keeping up, you're like, how is this possible?
You still got that hunter drone you hijacked?
Been really tough hiding it from my mom, but yeah.
Thank you so much. You saved my life.
Don't worry about it, lady. I gotta go.
Wait, before you go, I lost my purse on one of the rooftops around here.
On a different rooftop?
Yes.
Different from this one?
Yes.
Are you serious? Are you taking some kind of tour of city rooftops?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. I'll find your purse for you.
Thank you.
I initially started this video with the showcase idea of like a grade level B, and only because Spider-Man saves it and boosts it up a whole grade. But I feel like it's a B without Spider-Man actually. I think the highs outside of Spider-Man were pretty cool. Not amazing, but cool. With Final Fantasy, in my opinion, being one of the biggest and best trailers, but it's the 4th time we've seen this game, maybe even more. It's kind of weird that we don't have anything bigger to write home about. But at the same time, it's moments like Destiny 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Dragon's Dogma that made me realize there's a lot to be excited about games in general, and I think there is a little for everyone. I still think you could have paced or led better in your opening and maybe included a first-party IP or a sequel to another major IP. Feels like no new pillars for Sony are established here or no iterations of. Outside of Spider-Man, which was huge! I do start to get concerned. Is this the biggest and best PlayStation has for this year? We still have Summer Game Fest, and we can see if Xbox can clap back with theirs in a couple of weeks. Follow and subscribe to see that content later and for me to go more in depth with some of these smaller games. I grade this a B. It's good. It's not crazy amazing, but it's not bad at all. Hey, my name's Alec. Thanks for talking games with me.